Right, another video review. Okay, doing one just right now. Okay, this is the USS Equinox, the Nova class. The Nova class was in Star Trek lore, no, true Star Trek, not the Abrams, Star Wars for Dummies nonsense. The Nova class was originally intended to be what the Defiant class became. A warship designed to combat the Borg. But once the Defiant became approved and became pretty much the general warship, which would help not only against the Borg but against the Dominion, then the Nova class became essentially the replacement for the aging Orbeth class. A general short-range science vessel. It's essentially designed just for short-range scientific exploration. Now, it's not that you wouldn't exactly say it's the most powerful ship. It has more. It's a little more advanced than some, but it's not really designed for long trips. Which, unfortunately for the USS Equinox, that's what ended up happening when, in the same year, well, around about the same year that the USS Voyager disappeared, 2371, USS Equinox disappeared in very much the same way. While the Voyager went one route, after the destruction of the Caretaker's array, the Equinox went another route, and it didn't really go very well for them. They lost a lot of people. And the remaining crew ended up turning into mass murder in order to try and find a way home. Not exactly Starfleet, is it? It's very hard to really condone. It's hard to approve of what they did. To condone it, I can't, because what they did was wrong. Yes, I understand that they wanted to go home. And they were desperate to go home. The ship was not equipped for such a long journey. I mean, they're looking at, what, 70 years? That's a long time. So, when Voyager encountered them, the Equinox were under attack by the aliens that they were killing. And Voyager ended up getting involved and getting attacked by the same aliens, while the Equinox tried to make a run back to Earth after kidnapping Seven and the Doctor. Eventually Captain Lanson saw sense. In the end, sacrificing his life, and what few of his crew survived went to Voyager. The others died when the aliens attacked. And the Equinox was destroyed. Shame, really. Yes, it was bound to happen. What they had done was wrong. I'm sure they could have found another way. Anyway, as you can see, the model is quite an interesting design. From the design of the saucer section to the way it just comes back, and the nacelles. Let's see if I can manage to get it out of its stand. Thankfully, the stand is nice and stable, very stable. As you can tell, it's quite a different design. She looks sleek. It's pretty clear that she's quite a small ship, and when we got to see the Equinox in the two-part episode, the Equinox, that's what it was called, for the end of season 5 and the beginning of season 6, the Equinox was considerably smaller than Voyager. Actually, there are a lot of little details. An absolutely beautiful little ship. You can better see why she would have perhaps become what the Defiant became. Now, the Equinox, or the Nova class, would be given kind of a refit. And one of those was the USS Rhode Island, which would be under the command of Captain Harry Kim in an alternate future. If anything, look, aside from the gaps here at the engineering hull, it's a shame. I guess when the model was assembled, this part really just didn't want to go down too well. Shame, really. But you can tell that the design really does stand for a very graceful little ship. Very beautiful. Very impressive. And in Star Trek Online, it's a nice little Lieutenant Commander class ship. It's nothing special, but I like it. That's another review. Just waiting for the next models to arrive, which should be in a few days. I know it's a short review, but nothing. This is a beautiful little model, and if you can manage to get one, I would recommend it. It really is. Aside from the little flaws, it really is very beautiful. The details are just really, really, really good. And that's all I've done for today.